Recently, Disney changed its process to obtain the DAS pass, which is the pass that you get when you have a special disability when you go to a Disney park. And a lot of people are very upset about this and about how the process has changed. And I just wanted to share my personal opinion on the matter. I have taken my son, who is 6 years old, with autism level 2 diagnosis. He also has ADHD and is considered non-conversational. My son has a lot of trouble waiting in line. He has a lot of trouble when there's a lot of crowds around. He gets very overstimulated. And because of his ADHD, he constantly has to be like moving. So when we're like in a closed space that it's like dark, which is a lot of these rides where you're waiting, or there's like a long line, there's like a lot of people around, it's really hard to like contain him. And it's very hard to like reason with him and explain to him why we're not moving, why we have to like stand in a certain position, or why he can't touch someone. Or so these type of things are really, really hard. And the reality is that he loves Disney. He loves the rides and the characters. And it makes me sad to think that because of the waiting in line, he wouldn't be able to enjoy these things. So I'm really appreciative of places that take these things into consideration and try to make accommodations somehow or another. So anyways, the first time that I took my son to Disney, he was two and a half. And the way the process is that you arrive to the park with your tickets, and then you had to go to the visitor center. That is usually in the entrance of the park. So you wait in line there. Hopefully it wasn't a long line, because that's already, hard. With your kid that has autism, so in this case, my son. And then you just requested it. You just said, hey, my son has autism. Nobody asked you to prove anything. You just basically had to say it. And then they saw, whoever needed the pass, and then they would issue you the pass. It will go into the app on your phone. And basically what it did is allowed you to do a virtual queue. So you would get on the app, it would tell you so for whatever ride you wanted, and it would tell you what the waiting time was. So let's say it was 30 minutes. And instead of you having to like wait in line 30 minutes, you will come back in 30 minutes and then just go through the fast lane. So essentially it's like you're waiting in line, you're not skipping, but you don't have to physically be on the line, which helps a lot for kids that have issues like my son. So it was wonderful. And we did it a couple other times through the years when we visited Disney. Well, this year it was a little bit different. About a month ago, I took my son, and I learned that the process is different now. So what you do is you go online ahead of time before you go, like a month before, a few weeks before, and you fill out a questionnaire, and you say that your son needs accommodation.